Hey everybody, it's Kory. Thanks for joining me. So, you're considering moving to North Idaho, but you're just not real sure what to expect from the winters. Well, this is a perfect time to show you what you can expect. Now, we're coming off the coldest week last week. This last weekend was the coldest weekend in temperatures we've had in over 20 years, and on Friday we actually set a record for a low, and we'll talk about that. I'll also drive you into town today and show you what it looks like in Coeur d'Alene during a storm. We're expecting anywhere from 8 to 12 inches today, which honestly is a little bit more than normal for a good storm, but it's good for you to see what it looks like when it's snowing good, and we'll talk about those low temperatures and what it means for you if you're gonna live here. Let's get into it.
All right, so one of the things you have to do when you raise animals here in this climate is make sure their water does not freeze. You can see there we've got a watering trough for our sheep, Esther. We've got a 1500 watt water heater in there that keeps her water from freezing. That's that red thing in there. Let's go over and check the horses. So we come over here and you can see these felons. They're blanketed up because, as you're going to find out, we had our coldest weekend on record. And they're pretty tough, but I wouldn't want to be out there in negative degrees without a jacket on either. So we only put those coats on when it gets really cold. All right, checking their water, we can see the water heater there, and you notice the frost from the steam, and their water is low. In fact, it's starting to ice up a little bit. So we need to fill their water. So how do you do it? Well, you need a frostless water hydrant, and that's what this is. Now, this is not a water pump. A lot of people think it is. It's a frostless water hydrant. It's got a valve 4 feet underground, and this morning that we recorded this, that sucker was frozen. I couldn't even get it open. So we had to bucket water in 5-gallon buckets from the house to the horses. That was not fun. Sorry I didn't get it on video. My hands were a little occupied. All right, let's hit the road. You can see here, this is Lake Coeur d'Alene Drive. Off to the left is the lake. You can't see it because of the snow falling in the sky. Up here on the right, this is Tony's on the lake. It's one of the more popular restaurants. It's an Italian restaurant. Pretty cool place. Quick story. My GoPro camera froze when I was getting ready to do this. The batteries actually expanded and I had to use a different camera. So pardon the camera shake. Here's the winter storm warning that we had for the morning that I recorded this. We were expecting 6 to 12 inches, and as I'm recording, we were in the middle of it. Here is the month of January and the temperatures. You'll notice on the 17th when I recorded this video, the high for the day was to be 27, the low 10. Over here on the 12th, take a look at that. The high was 0 and the negative that night, Friday night into Saturday, was negative 17. Here's an article from the Coeur d'Alene Press the next morning. It says, here in Coeur d'Alene, morning temperature Saturday morning dropped to a record negative 17 degrees for the date. The old record was negative 8 degrees set back in 1950. The coldest weather we've reported within the last 20 years prior to last weekend occurred January 5th, 2004 with a low of negative 14 degrees. You guys, this was a significant cold weekend. There were schools, businesses, stores, and residences that had busted pipes. It was pretty messy Saturday and Sunday. All right, here's your average weather temperatures. You can see on the far left for January, we averaged 36 during the day and we averaged 26 during the night. You can see the negative 30 record temp there. So we are definitely outside our normal temperatures. It doesn't go below negative degrees or below 0 very often, but when it does, you have to account for it. All right, back on the road here. You can see I'm back on Coeur d'Alene Lake Drive. We're coming up on the left. There was some condos there, and then you have the Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Course on the other side of those trees. Notice the plows have not plowed this road yet. You can't see the lines, and there's a pretty good sheet of ice underneath the snow. So we're on double speed here, by the way. I sped up the camera so that you could see more bang for your buck. But yeah, these roads are pretty icy underneath this snow, and I'm going slower than you think. All right, up on your left here, we're coming up on a couple restaurants. There's Junior's, and you got Michael D's up here, and on your right, that's the Vantage Point. Some really cool restaurants if you guys are ever looking for places to go. All right, we're gonna make a left-hand turn here onto Sherman Avenue. I want you to pay attention to the line of tractors These are the tractors for the city plow crew as they plow Sherman Avenue. So you're going to see here, the first is a grader. He's moving snow to the left. Second grader moving snow further to the left. Third grader is moving it into the middle of the road where they create that berm. Then you got a couple loaders and plows here that cut openings into the road. And then following these two plows, you're going to see right there, that is your de-icer truck. So that's what a city crew looks like as it's going through town. And these guys were working hard. They actually got overwhelmed this day, and the roads in town were pretty messy. But the following day, they had them pretty much cleared. All right, you can see the berm there in the middle of the road. I'm going to take you through downtown Coeur d'Alene on this drive. I will shut up and let you enjoy it.